Oh, wait, I should go back to my seat.
I'd like to call this meeting of the Monticello City Council to order. Would you please rise and join with me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please, Maura.
Mr. Reed.
Here.
Mr. Woodham.
Here.
Mr. Carey.
Here.
Ms. Lively.
Here.
Ms. Hume.
Here.
Mr. Burris. Mr. Broderick.
Here.
Mr. Kuhn.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you. Public participation, in-person participation. This is an opportunity for the public to provide public comment to the presiding officer. Those wishing to speak are required to sign in prior to commencement of the meeting and must address council from the seat and table provided. The public comment must comply with ordinance 2014-02 and be limited to 5 minutes or less. And I don't see anyone out there, and Wes Gale's going to talk, but I think she's here for the county maybe. Remote participation. This is an opportunity for the public to provide public comment to the presiding officer. The public comments must comply with ordinance 2014-02 and be limited to 5 minutes or less. At this time, members of the public are able to attend public meetings by web conference and to submit public comment by email, voicemail, or through web conference. Is there anyone tonight, Nancy? Thank you. Consent agenda. Approval of documents and action items as claims report. Claims dated August 26, 2025 through September 8, 2025. Meeting minutes. City Council meeting minutes August 25th, 2025. Planning and Zoning Board meeting minutes July 28th, 2025. Treasurer's report June 2025, July 2025. Permit report August 2025. Police report August 2025. Fire report August 2025. Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented?
Motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any comments or questions of city staff? Hearing or seeing none, may I have a roll call, please?
Mr. Reed.
Yes.
Mr. Woodham.
Yes.
Mr. Carey. Ms. Lively.
Yes.
Ms. Hume.
Yes.
Mr. Broderick.
Yes.
Mr. Kuhn. That passes.
Mayor's report, September 8th, 2025. Business news. Just Acai is now open at 204 West Washington Street in downtown. Congratulations to the following local businesses who won a News Gazette People's Choice Award. Prairie Fireglass, Rick Ridings Ford, The Main Scoop, Pies by Ingy, Tractor Supply of Monticello, Audubell, Willow Branch Kennel, Kelly's Accounting Service, Allerton Park and Retreat Center, KJ. Upcoming events. Monticello Marching Sages are hosting the Sage City Invitational Marching Band Competition this Saturday from 3 to 8 p.m. at the high school. 16 area high school marching bands plus the Marching Sages will be performing throughout the afternoon and evening. Monticello High School's homecoming is next Friday with the parade at 12 p.m. followed by live music on the square before and after the game. New business. Resolution 2025-61, a resolution to accept an agreement to reform the annual city audit of Monticello. Terry?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. City of Monticello is required to annually appoint an auditor to conduct a thorough examination of the financial accounts of the city. The city has utilized the services of May, Cocaine, and King PC of Decatur, Illinois for a number of years since I've been here, since 2003 and before. City administration had recently requested the firm provide an agreement for their services for the year ending December 31, 2025. You have a copy of that agreement in your packet. Steve Groney just gave a presentation on the 2024 audit. They do a wonderful job, and Maura Metcalf is very appreciative of that relationship and does a wonderful job participating with that audit. So as always, thank you, Maura. It is recommended the City Council approve Resolution 2025-61.
Is there a motion to approve Resolution 2025-61?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any comments or questions? Hearing or seeing none, may I have a roll call, please?
Mr. Reed?
Yes.
Mr. Woodham?
Yes.
Mr. Carey?
Yes.
Ms. Lively?
Yes.
Ms. Hume?
Yes.
Mr. Broderick?
Correct.
Mr. Kuhn?
Yes.
That passes.
Resolution 2025-62, a resolution authorizing the signing of a labor agreement, Illinois FOP Labor Council. Terry?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Staff, chief, representatives from the Illinois Fraternal Order of Police have negotiated a new labor agreement for the bargaining unit members of the Monticello Police Department. The current labor agreement expires December 31 of this year. The term of this agreement is from January 1, 2026 to December 31, 2028. We spoke about this maybe a couple of meetings ago, but real quick, the following changes were made to the previous agreement. Section 8.1, discipline and discharge added, the unpaid leave will not exceed 7 calendar days unless the employee has been arrested for a charge that would be a decertifiable offense under Section 6/1 of the Illinois Police Training Act. Section 11.1, shift, workday and work week, we added 12-hour shift language. Section 11.2, selection of shifts, increase that from once per year to twice per year. Section 13.2, personal leave, increased personal leave from 16 hours to 40 hours and clarified personal leave is to be requested and approved, and added language pursuant to the Illinois Paid Leave for All Workers Act. Section 14.1 is the overtime, added language addressing that 12-hour shift change. Article 16, holidays, removed the employee's birthday language and clarified compensation time cap. If an employee is required to work the day of a holiday. Section 19.1, added Appendix E for the uniform and equipment. Article 23, duration, added an email as an acceptable form of communication between the parties. Appendix A addresses the base wages, what we have agreed upon if the council so chooses to approve this tonight. Beginning January 1, 2026, there will be a 0% increase. January 1 of 2027 will be a 3% increase, and January 1, 2028 will be another 3% increase, and then increase the base hourly wage for a new police hire from $21.10 per hour to $31.25 per hour. And Appendix A, Section 2, longevity, added 3% for the 5th year of full service. I'd like to thank Maura, Mayor Stoner, and Chief Gross for all their help in doing this negotiation alongside Lorna Geiler, our attorney. Thought everything went well. It was kind of one meeting, and both sides were amenable to each other. So another good negotiation. So it is recommended the City Council adopt Resolution 2025-62 as presented.
Is there a motion to approve Resolution 2025-62?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any comments or question of Gary? Go ahead.
So officers who were hired prior to this January 1st of 26, are they already getting paid at least the $31.25 an hour?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
And my second is, this isn't because of someone that had an issue. This is just amending our policies.
There was nobody that had an issue. Our current collective bargaining agreement ends December 31 of this year.
If I may, I asked to do this ahead of time just because I don't like waiting. I mean, at the end of the year, we have budget stuff, a lot of things pop up. If we do it now, we don't have to worry about being without a contract, paying retro checks, anything like this.
Yeah.
I want to thank, again, Morrow, North Schuyler, Terry, Mayor Stoner, because we were able to get this done honestly in about 3.5 hours. And now, knock on, we don't have to worry. We don't have to worry about it for the last
That's why I
5
asked.
months of the year, 4 months.
Anyone else? May I have a roll call, please?
Mr. Reed,
Yes.
Mr. Woodham,
Yes.
Mr. Carey,
Yes.
Ms. Lively,
Yes.
Ms. Hume,
Yes.
Mr. Broderick,
Yes.
Mr. Coon.
Yes.
That passes.
Thank you. Ordinance 2025-63, an ordinance implementing a municipal grocery retailer's occupation tax and a municipal grocery service occupation tax. Terry?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. And to piggyback on Chief Ross's comment on the CBA, there was new union stewards in the police department, and they had a new union representative from the Fraternal Order of Police. You never know how these things go, so it was in our best interest to do it early. And again, it went very well. But you never know with new people. So we briefly talked about this. I think I mentioned it at the last city council meeting about this 1% grocery tax. The state of Illinois eliminated their sales tax, grocery sales tax effective January 1 of next year. Groceries are not separated, calculated, and provided by any of our Department of Revenue sources that we can definitively calculate, excuse me, its impact. So we estimated we could see $200,000 loss. These are for eligible grocery items, so that what you buy at the store to take home and eat. It's not paper plates, it's not alcohol, it's not candy, and it's just not broken out in any source that Callie has at her disposal that is not readily available to the general public. We asked another municipality what they thought they might incur, and I think they mentioned $300,000. And again, that was a guesstimate. State statute allows for each municipality to levy their own 1% municipal grocery tax and to file that with the Illinois Department of Revenue on or before October 1 of this year. I mentioned these at the last city council meeting. I mentioned and wrote them down here of all the communities nearby that have already implemented or approved for implementation January 1, a 1% municipal grocery tax. This was a state shared revenue for the city of Monticello. We have other state shared revenue streams from the state of Illinois. One of them's our big corporate personal property replacement tax that they have continuously reallocated those funds to go to other areas that the state of Illinois can do. We've witnessed a drop, a large decrease in another shared revenue stream, the state use tax. Illinois Municipal League in their magazine, I think it was this month, we will see a decrease in the use tax of 80% of what we used to get. 2015, it was about $100,000. It increased to 2015 to doubled to a little bit over $200,000. So that will be an 80% decrease. And we're witnessing that now in our monthly allotments from the use tax. However, Callie just checked today, the state sales tax, we've witnessed a little bit of an increase. So it's unclear where the use tax, that 80% deduct, is supposed to be going into some other funding. We believe it might be that state sales tax. but we're unsure as far as how that's going to work out in the future. Again, I've listed communities around the area that have already done this. It is recommended the City Council discuss and approve ordinance 2025-63 as submitted.
Is there a motion to approve ordinance 2025-63?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Comments, questions?
A lot.
I have several. Go ahead.
You start.
So are we already paying this tax? So if the state is eliminating this January 1st, does this mean that we're already paying this 1%?
Everybody is currently paying the state of Illinois Department of Revenue 1% grocery tax.
So it's not
Not a
anything
new tax.
to what we're already paying.
No,
It's just being allocated not to the state, but to us.
correct.
You good?
That's, go ahead.
My thing is, given that we've already been in the bushes, if you want to say, in regards to overtime, I think it would be nice to actually give our constituents a free-for-all, if you want to say, for at least 1 year, and not charge that 1%. $200,000, we can move that from a different fund. Instead of going, oh, hey, and then we're on the books again going, oh, we're paying for a park, and then we're also charging you. Does that make any sense to you or no? I'm sorry, Terry.
No, I understand what you're saying. And I think that was some of the initial thoughts at the very beginning is state of Illinois is choosing to eliminate, but it's not affecting their revenue, it's affecting our revenue. But so early on, I think some discussions were maybe we'll just, to your point, not implement that. I don't know. You have to file it by October 1 of 2025.
You're done.
I don't know if you could file it in 26, 27, 28. I don't.
My biggest thing is I don't want us to be back in the paper again saying, oh, we're taking money from our constituents. I don't want that. And it's just like this is something that we can save them, even though say it's $80, it's $8. I mean, you know what I mean? It's just.
It's not a new tax. It's an existing one that's already there.
I know.
You'd be getting it from a different source now instead of sending it straight to the state or whatever. So that's the way I look at it. If we were instituting a new tax, then I would be more concerned about it. That, we're throwing something else on, but this is existing. Is it minor? Yes, it's not a lot of money, even for the city. And yes, could we move things around? Sure, but Terry's touched on, and it is true, we're seeing less revenue coming back from the state literally every year, whether it's a corporate property replacement tax or this other use tax we're talking about, and now it's kind of a mystery. Is it really being shifted over to here, or is it disappearing, and without any good reason? So I think if we gave it up and then tried to say, well, we need to increase our revenue, now we got to go back and ask for a tax increase. That's maybe more painful than just letting this one
Yeah, I mean, you're talking
slide it over.
a $200 grocery bill, maybe it's $2, right? I find it interesting that, we're one of the most taxed state in the country, and yet they've chosen to try to eliminate something that has little effect on the citizens, but it has a great big effect on municipalities. Municipalities are feeling the heat on it because let's just say it's $200,000. That's, in a $4 million operating budget, that's pretty significant for a city of our size. And it has, if let's just say you spend $500, it's a $60 charge, and that's probably very conservative. It's probably less than that. So the effect on the citizens is very minimal. The effect we have on the city, potentially as we continue to lose revenue from the state, this is a way to control something. And I feel that the same way that we did with the pool bonds, and that if you take it away, then you tax it again, then it's the city imposing a tax as opposed to having a tax that's already there that we're just continuing. And instead of the funds going partly to the state, partly to the city, it's going to go 100% to the city. So I think it's a win for us, and it's a very minimal effect on the people. And we saw with the 1% business tax, it had no effect on people spending money in downtown. And look what we've been able to do with that kind of funds to help our downtown. Imagine if we have a similar amount, things we can do with that amount of money. So anyway.
Well, if we didn't approve this, can't we charge a 1% tax on things like alcohol or tobacco? I mean, it's something that people are going to purchase anyway. So if we didn't do it for groceries,
We're non-home rule. I don't think that's possible.
we can't do that.
No.
Why is that?
So I don't know specifically, but non-home rule community, anything you want to add taxable, the most part, you would have to go ask the citizenry with a referendum. Home rule communities can reach a lot further than non-home rule communities and they can tax for really whatever they want, but we're non-home rule community.
Just to that point, since we are non-home rule, it's my understanding that opportunities like this don't come up very often.
You got it.
And I see this as an opportunity to give back to the community and maybe even give a competitive edge to the retailers, the few retailers in Monticello to, offer a little bit cheaper, a little 1% discounts, not much, but I mean, we can at least say, spend local, you're saving 1%. It's something.
Anyone else?
I'd rather, instead of doing that, it's 4.9% tax levy that we just continue to do every year. To me, that has a bigger impact. If we could take a year and make that less, that would have a much bigger impact than.
It really doesn't, Mike, because it's 4.9% of a figure, and it's not nearly as much money as it sounds like it is. What was it, Terry, last year?
So 4.9% on our property tax is $50,000, thereabouts.
Any other comments or questions? Is there a motion to approve ordinance 2025-63?
We've already had it.
Oh, we already did it. God, I slept through that. I'm sorry.
I started.
That's true. Thank you. I need excuses.
Mr. Reed?
And to clarify, saying yes is that we're in favor of,
Correct.
Yes.
yes.
Mr. Woodham?
Yes.
Mr. Carey?
No.
Miss Lively?
No.
Mr. Kuhn?
Yes.
Mr. Broderick?
No.
Mr. Kuhn?
You already hear.
Oh, sorry, you said yes. Sorry, Miss Yoon. Yes. Yes, sorry.
Passed, okay.
Passed.
Thank you.
Yoon and Kuhn, sorry.
It is confusing. Moving on to ordinance 2024-64, an ordinance amending the fiscal year 25 appropriation ordinance. Terry?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. So some of these things we have talked about in previous meetings, plural. One of them was the request from the Police, Fire, Admin, Facilities Committee, if you recall, was to engage with a consultant to do some consulting work on the building plans, facility plans for the three departments. As you're aware, the appropriation ordinance is the legal instrument that allows for the spending of all city funds. Amending the appropriation ordinance is the means to allocate funds for additional and/or unforeseen expenditures that occur after approval of the original ordinance. This ordinance add, and as we talked about, I mentioned $40,000 for the fire police admin feasibility study. You'll see in here it's 44,000 because the appropriation ordinance, we add 10%. Our auditor has been very specific. If you want to amend your original appropriation ordinance, amend it with the 10% added to it. So that's why you'll see the 44,000. So this would add, ordinance adds $9,900 for body cameras for the police department's equipment replacement. We understood we thought it was going to be a one-time deal. It's actually going to be an additional expenditure for those body cameras through 2027. So we're requesting to add that line item into, or increase that line item to 9,900, adds 33,000 to the Public Works Department for our hazard tree removal program. We are witnessing a very large amount of tree removal in large diameter and tall tree removal that we cannot do with city staff, Public Works Department. We live in obviously you all know, in a town with a lot of old mature trees, and we're starting to witness their demise a little bit, if you will. Under general fund capital improvements, it adds 22,000 to finish the street shed. That's where we were going to have a Public Works employee work on that, and unfortunately that employee has passed, so we'd like to contract that out to a local contractor. And 44,000, like I mentioned, to the fire police admin feasibility study, and $39,600 for the final payment of the grant Buchanan Street Pavement Rehabilitation Project. We thought we had paid it in full at the end of 2025, but there was a small final payment retainage that we didn't account for. So we'd like to add that into the appropriation ordinance. These amendments increase the appropriation totals of the original appropriation ordinance from $27,236,186, $27,384.686, I'm sorry. It is recommended City Council discuss and approve ordinance 2025-64 as presented.
Is there a motion to approve ordinance 2025-64?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any comments or questions? City staff? Hearing or seeing none, may I have a roll call, please?
Mr. Eden?
Yes.
Mr. Woodham?
Yes.
Mr. Carey?
Yes.
Ms. Lively?
Yes.
Ms. Yoon?
Yes.
Mr. Broderick?
Yes.
Mr. Kuhn?
Yes.
That passes.
Thank you. All the persons' reports. Let's start with Andrea tonight.
Do what? Andrea, I thought you said hand reading. You said Andrea. I'm sorry. Sorry. Happy holidays.
I don't have anything.
Tonight, thank you. Cole?
No, sir, nothing.
Ryan?
Nothing.
Thomas?
Nothing.
Elaine?
I just heard that when the newspaper article went out about how good the city is in terms of doing finances and stuff like that, I heard some compliments about that, about how the city is, being very responsible.
Fiscally responsible.
Yeah, fiscally responsible, and
And I second that. I saw that as well. Yep. But no.
Nothing today.
Eric, did you have anything else, or was that was your comment?
Oh, no, I'll talk to Tim.
Okay. You say so. Police chief's report. Chief Ross?
Been busy the last couple of weeks. We toured the Little Sages school out there with Mary and Shelley. We're going to work with them in the future, do a little ALICE training. We did the same for them here a couple of years back. So new building, kind of new staff training they can do. So on the 28th of last month, we had the Regional Office of Education reunification meeting. We have those every other month. We'll be doing, it sounds like a pretty intensive drill with it next spring, so we're kind of ready for that. We did have the relocation drill with Washington School on the 3rd of September. That went very well. Got all the kids down to the community center and back. Didn't lose any. It was a good day. Let's see. And then earlier today, Deputy Ross and I worked with the life skills students, the ones that are able to get their license and drive, on what to do if you're pulled over. Just a few tips, kind of relax, even not the end of the world. They were very receptive of it, asked a lot of great questions, worked with Mr. Corson on that. So it was fun kind of seeing the driver's ed car get pulled over. The golf team was getting ready to go on one of their meets. They're like, what's happening? And the jokes kind of went from there. But we do have a presentation next Monday at Faith Christian. They asked me to go out there and talk to one of their classes during a recess, so we'll be out there next week.
Thank you. Fire Chief's report. Chief Rupke.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. We ran 39 calls last month. Training the 3 nights that we train on Thursdays. First week we did vital signs, patient assessment. We do a lot of medical calls, so that's always important to stay up on that. We got some new equipment for vehicle extraction, so extrication. So we had Dennis brought a couple cars out to the parking lot. We cut them up and had some fun with that. The last week, last Thursday, Carl was out. We did airway maintenance. That's getting an airway into a patient that's not breathing. So that's always good training. We did the smoke and octane at the beginning of August with the city. That was great. Monticello Triathlon. We did the traffic control with that. We had some extra training in August on football injuries. We're out at the football games when they're at home and assist Carl and Kirby with any type of injuries. I've been working with Marcus, is it Cook? I'm trying to pronounce his last name. Cook. He is putting together a haunted house out at the old campfield. So he's asked me to come out a couple times and kind of inspect it as he goes. So his expectation is the first week in October, I need to have that ready to go. So, it's pretty interesting. I've really never toured that building. It's going to be outside. But boy, that's a big building. That old campfield building is huge.
Oh, God.
Last week, we had a fire on Tyler Court, second one in a year, in between the Singletons. They're on either side, so we were teasing Jim about that. I don't know, he must not like his neighbors because both garages on either side of them started on fire 2 different times. So we got that out with no involvement in the house. We got the shed and the garage out, so it worked out pretty well for the family as far as that goes. I want to remind everybody on October 11th, we're having our open house like we do every year. It's fire prevention. It's Saturday from 12 to 3. If anybody can come out, that would be awesome. Check out what we're doing out there, and hope you enjoy it. So,
Thank you very much, John. Any questions of either, Chief?
Well, I just wanted to say that was my backyard, and so we were woken up at 1 o'clock in the morning with sounds of, I'm assuming, paint cans going off. So we immediately went out to check on the family, and watching these guys work, it was fantastic. Very professional. They were moving with a ton of urgency, and everything looked great. And I've talked to the family since, and they were very appreciative. And so I'm going to pass that on. You guys do a great job. So you're there on everyone's worst day and make it a little bit better. So.
And we work with Bid Pine on that one, and we always call for mutual aid, and they do too. It's good when our fire departments work together.
Yep.
Especially at 1 o'clock in the morning. You don't know what you're going to get. And then on a weekday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you don't know what you're going to get because people are at work. So it's always good to train and be with these other departments. So thank you.
Anyone else have anything? Thank you, gentlemen. Terry?
Just real quick, construction at O'Brien Park is going very well. I'd like to thank Callie she's got a location on our city website that you can view aerial photographs. You can see baseball / softball fields actually kind of shaped in there with some topsoil, and the soccer fields, the structure, the buildings, the footings and foundation are installed. The water mains extended out there, sanitary sewers extended. So if you want to check it out, Callie updates it as needs be on the city website. And then I think she has projects for the street, Main Street, Independence, William Street. So check out the website for construction updates.
Thank you. Any questions of Terry? Is there a motion to adjourn? Is there a second?
Second.
All those
Sorry, I was popped at the same time.
Aye.
opposed, no. Thank you. See you in a couple of weeks. Yes.
Yeah.